Hello! All right, so another interesting week for us. Whoop, whoop. This week, because last week you were able to take each other's assessments and we were looking for validity and reliability, what I want you to do on Tuesday is to get together with your small groups and amend those questions. Okay? Why are you amending them? What feedback? Now, if you don't agree with the feedback that you got from the other team, that is fine. You just have to be able to have a rationale as to why you are keeping because the other team may not understand the full picture as to why you asked the question in the way that you did. That's very common. So as long as you have a rationale as to why you're wanting to keep that particular question. So Tuesday, I want you to work in your small groups, amend those small group questions. All right. Now, and again, have a rationale. Now, Thursday, this is where I wanted us all to be face-to-face and really bring those, both of your assessments together and make it into one. But because we're not able to do that, I would like for you to virtually get together on Thursday morning during our class time, unless your group chooses the whole group, like all of Chapter 9 and all of Chapter 10 separately. So 2 groups. All right, and I want you to collaboratively whittle your assessment down to 10 to 12 questions total. Okay? Those questions have to have at least one extended response and at least one short answer. And make sure that those 2 have the accompanying rubric. Okay? Now, this is very important. Okay? It's a good thing that you all are a good group. Otherwise, I don't think this would work. Make sure, just like you did at the beginning when you wrote your small group assessment, make sure you're covering the entire chapter. Okay? Otherwise, it's not going to work when we are lesson planning later on. Okay, so make sure you've got the whole chapter encompassed. So, Tuesday, small group assessment with rationale. Thursday, large group collaborative assessment. Now, make sure that you are going out of your way to give everybody voice. Okay? You need to come to consensus over which questions you chose and why. Because you should have to say, all right, so this is the question that we decided to keep. All in favor. Whatever. I. Or make sure if somebody's being really quiet, call them out on it. Say, what do you think about this question? And if the answer is, I don't really care, I just want to get this done, don't let that be the answer. Because when we do the participation multiplier later on, someone might remember that and write it down for somebody to find out about. So you don't want to do that. Okay? All right. So in other words, just make sure you're coming to consensus and taking into consideration everybody's ideas. This should not be okay guys, let's not really meet, let's just give it all to, I don't know, let's give them all to John, and John just decides, alright John, whatever you decide is what we decide. No, you really do need to meet. I mean, that would be convenient, but in the long run, it's not convenient. There is a method to the madness in how I do things, so please make sure that you meet. Okay. All right. So in the assignments, Tuesday will be the individual or the small group assessment with reflection, and Thursday will be the large group. And your assignment will be how did you participate in that collaborative process. Okay. Canvas or Google, you can meet through Google Meets, or you can just come to campus and meet if you wanted to, or you could, because on Tuesday you have to be here anyway for the Evolution Center, so you could do that. You could meet in the Evolution Center. Thursday, there's, like I said, Google Meets, and there's, in Teams, you can do a thing. I don't know how it works, but anyway. But you can meet that way. There's lots, and you can also Zoom. There's lots of different digital ways that you can engage with each other. Just make sure you do it. All right. Trust you all. I love you all. Be smart, be safe. Peace out.